Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You know what it is. This is another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. We're going to talk about ways you can get money today. We're going to be talking a lot about getting money. We're going to talk about being more productive, getting motivation. We're going to talk about, man, y'all got a lot to learn. Matter of fact, I've been getting ahead of myself. Let's start the show. Yeah. You know what it is. This is another episode of that Victory Talk podcast. This is episode 223. Man, we've been doing this shit for a long time. Now. I'm excited. I am your host, Big Brandon Carter, BBC, King Keto, the king of ketosis, Gymnasium Jesus, the Southside Savior. All right. And I'm not alone. I ain't never alone, man. I'm joined by the beast from the Middle East, the best podcast producer in the game, the homie Nemo. What up?
Super excited. Let's get it. 223.
Come on, man. He's not only is he running all this shit, I don't know how to turn these cameras on. He's running all the shit. He's also co-hosting. Every time the camera switch, Nima doing it. Every time. This is manual. Y'all take it for granted. It just looked like that's what it's supposed to be. But there's a motherfucker pressing the buttons over there. You know what it is. Mm-hmm. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the person with the biggest titties in this house. My girlfriend, Minovia. You know what it is. She ain't in the podcast room. She in the other room. She in the kitchen where she belongs. Just joking. She can cook though. She on the kitchen with the computer because she be doing other shit while she's manning the chats. So she's monitoring that shit, kicking out the haters and the bitch niggas. All the haters and the bitch niggas gotta go. Right? She kicks them out. Don't fuck around and get banished. All right. Listen, we got a lot we want to cover today. All right. We're gonna talk about the best side hustle for you guys to make some money. Because I know y'all be asking, man, how do I get some more money? And I got an interesting way that I'm gonna break this down with you for you guys. You know, we also gonna talk about, you know, how to get motivation, how to be more motivated, super motivated. I mean, extremely motivated, right? Some people, I hear a lot of people on the internet, and I've probably said it too. You don't need motivation, you need discipline. But okay, yeah, discipline is great. I'm a big fan of it. But you can manufacture motivation. And then we're going to talk about how, right? Because discipline means you fighting through it. You don't want to do it. Motivation means you want to do it. You can manufacture that state. And we're going to talk about how later in this, because if you can master that, like what if you didn't need as much discipline? You know what I'm saying? What if you were excited to go about your goals and accomplish them? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to break down some methodologies I've used to accomplish that. And I'm going to help you too. It doesn't take discipline for me to do this dope ass podcast. I'm motivated, but I manufactured it. There was a pharmaceutical intervention as well. I'm not going to lie. I can tell because my face is starting to tingle from the pre-workout I took before this. I'll take pre-workout before anything. I'll take it before just pre-work. I'll be fucking doing accounting pre-workout. Let's go. Motherfucking about to family reunion, pre-workout. Let's go. We about to turn up. You know? Motherfucking parent teacher conference, pre-workout. Let's go. It makes everything a little better. But the best thing to take pre-workout before is intercourse, sexual intercourse. That's what it should be called. It should be called pre-cum. Let me explain. If you ain't had sex, if you ain't took pre-workout before you had sex, then you basically a virgin, man. Because you ain't really had sex. You got to understand. The pre-workout is full with caffeine. What does caffeine do? Improves performance, right? You got to build your you building a legacy for yourself in that bedroom. Every time you get some pussy, your reputation is on the line. You're not just representing yourself, you representing everyone in your fucking you representing your whole bloodline, right? And if you have sex, and if you're having sex, and if you're having interracial sex, you representing your whole race. Why wouldn't you take some pre-workout before to ensure you represent the culture? You know what I'm saying? It improves performance, and a lot of times it has a lot of pre-workouts will have vasodilators, so you get more of a pump. What you think an erection is? It's just blood flow. It's just blood flow to your. It's just blood flow to the penis, and the more blood that goes and the more blood that flows to your penis, the better the erection will be. Yeah, man. Yeah. So if you have an interracial sex, you need to double scoop. You know what I'm saying? Because you representing us all, brother. Yeah. What were we talking about? Motivation. Oh, motivation. Yeah, we're going to talk about motivation. All right, so listen. I'm motivated right now. All right, cool. Let's get into the sponsors. we got two sponsors real quick. First sponsor is the realest nigga out, me, right? I got a free ebook for you called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a big following, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a lot of experience. This book will show you how to walk you down the path to building a successful online fitness business. I have helped over 15,000 people build successful online fitness businesses. Few of them have made over $1 million a year as online trainers. We're going to break the whole thing down for you for free. Click the link in the description. Go get that right now. The next sponsor is this like real secret project Neiman and I have been working on. We've been working on this in the shadows. We haven't told many people about it, but we're coming out with a product. We're about 2 weeks away. It's called Thought Repellent. Thought Repellent is the easy to apply spray that keeps the hose away, right? Because once you start following all my advice, what is going to happen? You're going to get in better shape. You're going to have more money, lots of disposable income. And then women will be more attracted to you because women will be more attractive to you because you look better and you're rich. You'll be every girl's dream. Like, it's only losers who's asking. It's only regular guys and losers asking, how do I rizz up girls? The real G's are asking, man, what do I do with all these women coming at me? No mas, chicas, por favor. No mas. That's why we developed Thought Repellent. For those of y'all who've been following my advice for a long enough time that You got too many hoes. They all over the place. You can barely walk outside. So you can spray this on your body and it'll be like a hoe force field. Or you can spray it around the perimeter of your home. If I don't do this, if I don't spray this around my home every night, thoughts will be trying to climb through the windows like the end scene of I Am Legend, but it won't be zombies. It'll be BBL Latinas. And I don't want that. And I don't want that anymore. So thought repel, all your super chats go towards development of thought repellent. We want to get this out to the public. All right. We've been working on it with a team of Iranian scientists. We're about 2 weeks away. We're about 2 weeks away from being able to enriching enough of this to bring it to the masses. We're about 2 weeks away from enriching enough of this to drop this bomb on the masses. But we need your help. All your super chats go towards development of thought repellent. All right. So if it's not out in 2 weeks, you only have yourself to blame. You only have yourself to blame. All right. Look here. I know some of y'all want to learn to make some money. You want to learn how to make some money. All right. So we're going to break down the most popular side hustles and we're going to rank them and tell you which one you should start or stop. Let's get into it. Y'all know I made all the music you hear. I made that shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was I made that beat for Tyga in 2015. I felt like he would have killed that shit. Play it again so they know what I'm talking about, man. Listen, imagine Tyga rapping on it. You hear it? He missed out on that, man. He missed out on a hit. All right. I made all the music in this shit. All right. All right. In this video, I'm going to rank the most popular side hustles in a tournament style, a Sweet 16 tournament style. This way you can decide which one you should pick or which one you should quit. And we're going to get right into it. All right. So in round one, so as you can see, this is the tournament. We got Sweet 16. Then it goes to the Elite 8, then the Final 4, and then the grand finale. All right. Also, I coded this web app. Well, I vibe coded it with Google Firebase Studio. All right. So in round one, we have freelance writing versus online training or coaching. All right. Now, freelance writing, this could be like copywriting, making copywriting, like writing emails for people so they can help them sell more stuff, writing product reviews. Writing emails. What else do people use copyright for? Writing sales pages. Some copywriters will write VSLs, which are video sales letters. If you get good at that, you can make a lot of money. So I've heard of some people getting paid to tweet for other people. People out here hiring ghost tweeters. Some of your favorite influencers are hiring ghost tweeters and caption writers. All right. So this can actually pay well if you're good. All right. And that's going up against online training or coaching. Now, to be honest, I am biased because I made my first $1 million as an online trainer. And plus I have a business. And plus I teach other people how to grow their online fitness businesses. I help over 15,000 people grow successful online fitness businesses. So I'm biased, right? So just keep that in mind. Now, here's the thing. with online training, you have to love fitness, right? You have to love fitness if you're going to do it in the fitness niche, right? But you can also train or coach people in anything, right? I once hired a speech coach to help me with my public speaking. I still kind of sound like a slave, but it's not as bad as it used to be. If it wasn't for that speech coach, I'd have been on here like, oh, became everybody, let's go. We about to talk about the side hustles. We fixed it a little bit. We worked on it. And freelance writing, you have to love writing. You have to love writing shit for it to be successful. I'm going to go. Hold up. What do you guys think? Can you put a poll in the chat? I may ignore it because I'm going to pick whatever I pick, but I want to see what they think first. I think it would make it more interactive. You're going to edit this out, the real video. Sorry, man. I just threw that at Nima. We didn't plan it. I just called a fucking audible at the line of scrimmage. That's me. It's my fault, everyone. Yeah. Hey, now we're just waiting on Neiman. Don't worry, Neiman. There's only 100 people. No, I'm sorry. Is it up? All right, let's see what the people say. Your vote is not going to influence my decision. I know what I'm going to pick, but I want to see what you're going to say. All right, what are the people saying? 100 of them are saying online training. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to pick online training, and here's why. Here's a few reasons why. The main reason is I feel like copywriters are more vulnerable to AI, like taking their jobs. Like they're way more vulnerable. Now, a good copywriter is still better than AI right now, as of today, but AI is better than a regular copywriter or a mediocre copywriter right now. But a really good copywriter is still better than AI today. But I don't know for how long that's going to be around. I made a goddamn web app right before this that we're looking at right now in 5 minutes. You think it's not going to come for your writing? Now, here's the thing. Online training is a little more insulated. Here's why. Because when you're doing online training, at least the way I teach, the main thing, like, okay, sure, the people can get the diet and the workouts on their own, and they can use AI for that if they want to, or tons of YouTube videos or whatever, right? In fact, I have videos on how you can use AI to get in shape. However, knowledge is not the reason people aren't in shape. Lack of knowledge is not the reason people aren't in shape. The reason people aren't in shape is because no one's keeping them accountable. So as an online coach, the way I teach is you have to contact your clients every day, right? Call them if you need to, right? To make sure that they're following the program, right? And we have certain things. We've shown them how to set things up with their own app so they can actually see their clients' progress every day. You know, they can see their macros every day. They can see if they hit their calorie. They can see if they hit their caloric goals. They can see if they can see how many reps and sets they did every day, right? And then they can contact them every day to make sure they did it. Oh, they can already see if they did it or not, so they can contact them. Hey, man, congratulations on hitting your numbers yesterday. You did a fantastic job. Or they can say, yo, what the fuck happened yesterday, bitch nigga? Right? You know what I'm saying? It's the accountability, and it's got to be from a real person. I don't think you can replicate that accountability with machines as of right now. How do I know that? Because I voted Democrats and I voted Republican in my life, which means I'm on both of their lists. In last election, I ignored every text message and email from both sides, and I voted for no one, right? That shit could not keep me accountable. All right. but a person can keep you accountable, right? So being an online trainer, you're really more of an accountability coach, right? If you want to learn more about that, I got a free ebook in the description called the 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll really break down the business of online training, right? But I digress. Let's keep going. In round two, no. The next matchup, we have drop shipping versus print on demand. So drop shipping in layman's terms is really about selling. Drop shipping is really about selling Chinese bullshit to old people, right? That's what drop shipping is. Really, you could get some shit from AliExpress. You hook that up with you set up the poll for this. You get some shit from AliExpress, some products, hook it up to a Shopify store that you fucking toss together. Then you run ads to it. All right. Print on demand is you come up with your own designs for t-shirts or clothing items, coffee mugs, whatever, shit of that nature. You can use companies called like Printful is one of the popular ones, and you can actually link that to your Shopify store as well. And then when people buy the product, one of these print on demand companies like Printful will print it and then ship it to them. So you don't have to hold any inventory, right? You don't have to have much upfront costs at all. Similar to drop shipping, right? No, you're not holding any inventory and it's not as much upfront cost. Now, let me think about this for a second. There's pros and cons to each.
What says print on demand? The wording says print on demand.
Okay. The chat, edit the whole, when we do the real video, edit the chat when we post it. The chat says print on demand. Oh, now it's 50-50. Here's the thing. So drop shipping, it was easier, called 10 years ago. That shit, 10 years ago, I would have picked print on demand. 10 years ago, I would have picked drop shipping, right? It's not as easy as it once was. And one of the biggest drawbacks is a lot of times it'll take like 2 weeks for the customer to get the product. So that gives you bad reviews and just leaves a bad taste in their mouth. And Meta does not like that shit. So dropshippers are always getting their accounts shut down. Some of them are getting their merchant accounts shut down because the shit takes so long. They get so many chargebacks that they lose their merchant accounts. So they have to get like weird ass foreign merchant accounts so they can accept credit cards. There's a lot of hassle, and it can become a nightmare. Print on demand, you don't have those same problems, but it's more difficult to sell the shit, right? You got to really come up with some cool designs, and then you have to market it in a way where people want to buy it. And when you're selling clothes, like you're competing with everybody who's selling clothes, fucking Ralph Lauren. The chat says print on demand. So I helped the homie Splash Man when he was 16. He started a print on demand. Well, he was 16. He told me he wanted to make some money, and I was like mentoring him a little bit. And we came up with the idea for him to do print on demand. And what he did was he came up with designs of like NBA players. I don't even think this shit was legal. He's using the faces and like the likenesses of NBA players, but like in cartoon form. And he would put it on t-shirts and jerseys and shit. And he set up his print on demand Shopify, linked it to Printful, right? And then what he did was, this was a stroke of genius. He started getting the strategy we came up with. He started getting shout outs from like sports pages for his shit. And then he set up a Facebook strategy where he was retargeting people who either hit his page or went to his website. And then at one point, he was like 16, making about $10,000 a month off of this, So I'm going to go print on demand just for that reason. So I'm going to go print on demand. It's still difficult. And, this was a long time ago. So it's more difficult now than it was then. I'm going to go print on demand with that. All right. Next round, we have YouTube channel versus blogging or SEO niche sites. Right. So basically, you guys know what a YouTube channel is, right? I believe you know what that is because you're here. You're on one right now. I think you're all familiar with that. And then what blogging or SEO niche site is, what you would do is you would write about a subject, blog about it, or maybe write about some sort of subject and hope that you get rankings on Google SEO in order to get traffic. And then when you get traffic, then you can sell stuff on the site. But most people with sites like this, they make money from either Google ads that they put on their site, like AdWords, or they make money from affiliate offers, right? And in the early 2000s, this was the move. This was the move. In fact, I had one. I had a fitness one. I've done almost everything on this list. Except for I've done almost everything on this list. I've written copy for people. I obviously online training. I've done dropshipping, print on demand. You're watching my YouTube channel, and I've done this too. And it's just not as easy now. And I think it's going to be harder later because now a lot of people are searching shit with ChatGPT as opposed to searching Google for shit. And even when you search Google for shit, Google got AI mode now. Right. So you can get the answers to the questions without having to go to somebody's goddamn website. Or even me, sometimes I'll land on somebody's website or some website and I just want the information and I'll throw that shit into Gemini or Notebook LM and you'll summarize this shit for me. Right. So the person who made it, they're not going to get any affiliate commissions off that. I would say YouTube channel. I'm going to pick YouTube channel. Yeah. I'm definitely going to pick YouTube channel for this one. Now, the problem with YouTube channel, though, is to make a lot of money from ads. If you just want to make money from ads, you got to have a lot of views. And you have to be in the right niche because videos about different things have a different CPM, right? And the CPM determines how much money you'll make per view. And when I started, fitness had one of the lowest CPMs, right? But this video is going to have a higher CPM because it's about making money. So anything about making money has a higher CPM, right? So choose wisely if you want to make money off AdWords. Now, if you want to make money to promote, if you want to use your YouTube channel to promote some other business you have, then now you double dip it, right? You promote your business with your YouTube channel, but you also getting the ad revenue, right? Yeah, YouTube channel wins as superior. All right, what did the chat say? The YouTube channel. All right. Affiliate marketing or creating a digital product. So affiliate marketing is basically a lot of the same stuff with the blogging SEO sites because that's how affiliates make money. But it might also be emails, building an email list, or this is like a new style of affiliate marketing now. Like if you've been on TikTok lately, you know how that shit looks like the home shopping network now. Everybody's selling shit. They're telling you that if you buy one of them fucking bullshit microphones or motherfuckers be on TikTok live on a walking pad, selling the walking pad or all types of shit. TikTok is turning into the goddamn home shopping network. That's affiliate marketing, right? That's a new form of affiliate marketing. Or even influencers will say, hey man, here's my fucking discount code. They get a kickback off that, right? To promote it. That's affiliate marketing. There's a lot of different ways to do it. There's a lot of diversity in ways you can do affiliate marketing, right? Or creating your own digital product or service. So creating your own digital product creating your own digital product. Sorry. So creating your own digital product is like maybe like courses or something like that. These like people who sell courses, and I'm gonna now to make either one of these work, you're best to have a big following, which is difficult, right? But I'm gonna go digital products because you don't necessarily need a big following, right? If you learn how to run ads and those ads hit, then you can make that work. I'm gonna go and affiliate marketing. If that's your whole business model, you start to kind of look like a whore after a while. Like every week you trying to fucking sell your audience some new shit. But if you just sell like one product that you believe in, I'm gonna go digital product service. What did the chat say?
Chat said digital products.
Chat said digital.
It was a tie.
It was a
marketing 45.
They both have low startup costs, which is cool. All right. DoorDash or Uber Eats versus flipping items on eBay. Y'all remember maybe it was 8 years ago? Gary Vee was trying to get everybody to go to yard sales and buy like spoons and shoestrings and sell that shit on eBay. You can make money doing it. But yeah, and Gary's the homie, right? For sure. That's my dog. He sent me some V-Friend shit the other day, you know. But I that was 10 years ago versus DoorDash. If somebody wanted to make some money now, like fast money, if somebody was broke and they was trying to figure out how to get some money fast, I'd say, man, join Uber Eats and DoorDash or some shit and get out there, get some money. Like if you broke, you just need some extra cash. You can make your own schedule. I like that. And this seems like flipping shit on eBay seems like a lot of work and footwork for not a lot of revenue. What the chat say?
Chat says DoorDash Uber Eats.
Yeah, I'm going with that too. DoorDash Uber Eats for the wins. All right. I think I'm missing. Okay. Now we got TaskRabbit or any other kind of gig work versus selling handmade shit on Etsy. So here's the thing. If you love making homemade trinkets, then Etsy is probably the move. If you love it. And I bought stuff from Etsy. My watch case is from Etsy. I think I got a holster from Etsy once. During the pandemic, when we all had to wear masks, I bought a Gucci mask off Etsy. But it was real Gucci material that someone fashioned into a mask, you know? No, it wasn't Gucci. It was Louis Vuitton. I remember it now. And I didn't feel right wearing it. And I actually gave it to Splash Man. He was walking around Toronto with that shit. I'm going to go TaskRabbit or gig work because Chad is saying the thing is, man, I think it's more predictable revenue if you're fucking with TaskRabbit or something, because we found our housekeeper off TaskRabbit. She come through, clean the whole crib. It's dope. And I feel like it's more predictable revenue. Right. So I'm gonna go TaskRabbit on that one. All right. And this TaskRabbit, people are looking for you. You got to promote your shit on Etsy. Right. And you got to hope somebody wants some homemade shit from you. Right. But TaskRabbit, people go in there looking for the person. Right. So they do the marketing for you. All right. Cool. All right. Coding or no code app development, right? Versus video editing and thumbnail design. It just so happens. Okay, before we get into that, because you're doing a thing. So coding This can work really well. Now the problem is this is susceptible to AI. I built this fucking bracket builder like 5 minutes before I sat down here. I use Google Firebase, and every time I want a piece of code, every time I want some software, instead of like coding it or instead of hiring a coder or buying some piece of software, like because there's businesses that sell bracket building software, right? I just fucking whip this shit up for myself. All right. Or video edit. But if you know, I'm smart. There's also video editing. We have a video editor here. Nima, tell the people about video editing and thumbnail design. You used to do that shit freelance, right?
I mean, AI is definitely coming for that.
For video editing?
Even for video editing.
What?
But it's going to take a while to get to that level because right now it's not there yet.
It's not there yet.
But I mean, I don't see a reason why at some point it's not going to be as good as humans. I don't see it impossible. So definitely it's going to...
We got some time on that one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got some time because like most AI shit, it don't have soul, right? Like this shit doesn't have soul. This fucking app I just built. It's just some regular shit, you know? Video. All right. I'm going to go with coding. I think coding is still valuable. And even and I know AI is going to replace it, but I've tried the like vibe code shit before and the code will be broke, right? It'll come up with some code that needs to be fixed. And if I was a real coder, I could fix it or improve it. I'm going to go with coding. I think because there's just way more money there. I know a guy who coded an app recently. He was in college. He dropped out of college because he coded an app and he got over $20 million of VC funding for his app. I don't know if you're getting that with video editing. I don't know if you're getting that with thumbnail design. You know what I'm saying? Nima, anybody ever give you $20 million for like a thumbnail?
No, I mean Mr. Beast is paying 10K.
Mr. Beast is only paying 10K.
That's 10K. So that's the max you can get.
And he's yeah. All right. That's the max.
That's the max.
That's the max. So we got to go coding with that one, right? Prompt engineering. So this is a real job. Like people are paying people to write prompts for them, right? We talking or high ticket sales. I'm going high ticket sales. Easily because the commissions, you could write your own ticket. It's one of the only jobs I can think of that you can instantly increase your income just by increasing your skills. Without working more, you can increase your income, right? Just get a higher close rate. With the same amount of calls, you increase your income, right? A prompt engineer would have to write twice the prompts to double his income. A high ticket closer only has to double his close rate and he can work the same amount, right? And you can do it for fun. I mean, a prompt engineer can probably do it from home too, you know what I'm saying? But I like it. High ticket closers can typically set their own schedules. They have a lot of autonomy. It fits into that sweet spot between entrepreneur and employee, right? You have a lot of the freedom of an entrepreneur, and you can kind of you can the money you make is not fixed, right? You can make as much money as you can actually make, right? But you don't have the same responsibilities as an entrepreneur, right? And me as an entrepreneur, I gotta handle payroll, budget, marketing. I gotta customer service, product development. A salesperson, man, he just sells the shit, you know. So it's a lot less responsibility, but you know, it's like somewhere in the middle of that Venn diagram. All right. Now we're at the second round. All right, guys. Now we're at the next round, the Elite Eight. All right. First round one. Now that we know what everything is, this is gonna go a little faster. All right. Online coaching versus print on demand. I think the income potential for online coaching is just way higher. I don't know anybody who's made $1 million in a year from print on demand. I ain't never met this motherfucker, but I have helped a lot of people get up to $1 million a year just as an online trainer. Now, to be honest, it's only been about 15 people, but I've helped thousands and thousands of people get to 10K a month, which is like over 6 figures a year, you know, $120,000 a year. I've helped like thousands of people do that. I ain't never seen nobody make thousands of dollars with print on demand. If you want to learn more about that, how to do that, I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll show you all about it. Links in the description. So online training, go for round 4, moves on to the final 4. YouTube channel versus creating digital products. This one is tough. I think we need a vote on this. Young Candlestick, I see you, man. Just give me a moment. You know, this one is tough. Because there's levels to this shit. And they work well together. You know? Because a digital product is different than coaching, right? Online training, you're actually training the person. You're not just giving them a course, right? But selling digital products, you're giving them a course and you're like, all right, motherfucker, good luck. But a YouTube channel is like more work. You know what I'm saying? You got to consistently be on it. And, you know, most YouTube channels don't do very well. Like, honestly, you know, what? Hold on, let's see something. What percentage of YouTube channels get to 1 million subscribers?
That's a great question. It's actually a pretty small percentage. Only about 0.006% of YouTube channels ever reach that milestone.
What percentage of YouTube channels get to 100,000 subscribers?
Reaching 100,000 subscribers is still a big deal, but it's more achievable than 1 million. Around 0.28% of channels make it to that level. That might sound small, but it shows that with dedication and good content, it's definitely possible.
That was Gemini, not ChatGPT. Gemini got a voice in there that sounds like a black girl who went to college. That's why I pick it. It's like feel like one of my sisters is talking to me, you know. I'm gonna go creating digital products because I think it's a faster way to make money. You can make money faster. To make money just off a YouTube channel is going to be a long grind with no success until you start making some money. So I'm gonna go creating digital products. All right. DoorDash versus TaskRabbit. Ooh, this is where it gets DoorDash, Uber Eats, or driving Uber versus TaskRabbit. Gig work. It's getting spicy over here. With what makes the most money? Depends on the gig, right? If you out here plumbing, you make more money. Yes, it depends on the gig. All right. But Uber, you can work as much as you want. Right? You know, TaskRabbit, you got to get hired. Uber, you can just turn on the app. If you're in a big city, you'll start getting some rides. You'll start getting some rides if you're in a big city. If you live in fucking Utah or Kansas, you might be sitting in that car for mad long. You know what I'm saying? If you in Wyoming or some shit, man, they might have Uber horse. You pick up someone, put someone on the back of your motherfucking horse. Uber wagons. Picking Uber tractors. Down south, man. Pick up a motherfucker. This is tough. I'm gonna go Uber just because you don't need as much. You can make more money on TaskRabbit if you have a real skill. If you do something good, Uber, any asshole, any motherfucker with a driver's license and doesn't have a criminal record can do Uber. If you ain't got a felony and you got a driver's license and you ain't got a felony, you can drive Uber. All right. I'm going Uber. All right. Ooh, coding versus high ticket sales. Ooh. Again, I know a fucking kid who got $20 million in VC funding from coding. This is tough. Okay, the bar is lower here, but the ceiling is higher here. The most I've seen someone make as a high ticket seller is $1 million a year. It's just a high ticket closer. Like that's the most I've seen someone make. And motherfuckers have made billions coding. I think for that reason, I gotta go coding, but I still love high ticket sales. No, but coding is more, I mean, high ticket. Yeah. I think that's the right move. Now the bar, high ticket sales is probably more realistic for most of you motherfuckers, right? Because anybody can do it. Yeah. But the ceiling is just way higher. But the ceiling might be too high. Damn, I think I should have picked. Oh no, I didn't mean to do this. Fuck. I gotta reset this. Give me a second. I fucked up. Oh no. Fuck. All right. Listen, we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna finish this after the market recap. We got the homie Young Candlestick in here talking about the market recap. Let's get it. Yo, Young Candlestick. All right. Yo. All right, guys, I am your host, Brandon Carter, King Keto, and I'm joined by the homie Young Candlestick. And this is what we do this is where we break down what's happening in the market. We go over some of the trades we took, and they even give you some potential free trades to take. Let's get it. What up, Greg?
What's up, Brandon? Good to see you.
Fantastic, man. You same to you.
Hell yeah. So we had a pretty interesting day in the market, didn't we? It was wild. Yeah. It was going crazy in the morning. And I'm going to break it down, talk about what happened. So the S&P 500 did what's called a gap and crap. And we did this, gap and crap. We did this on Tuesday as well. So this is the daily chart of the S&P 500. And this candle right here represents Tuesday. A gap up means that the opening price was higher than the closing price of the day prior. And it just sold off pretty much all day. Yesterday, it was just a gap up and go. So gap and go. Today, we gapped up above the upper edge of the expected move. So each and every week, the market makers, they set an expected move. It's an anticipated price range for each stock and ETF. As long as it has an options chain, they can calculate an expected move. And 2/3 of the time, the market stays within the expected move. And so the upper edge of the expected move for SPY was 634 this week. And this is key because we know that 2/3 of the time we're going to stay beneath that. 1/3 of the time we'll break outside that range and explode higher. We'll break underneath that range and explode lower. But today we started with a gap up and we're above the expected move. Guess what? It reined it back in. It pulled it on in. We had a nice big opening range breakdown where you can establish your highs, establish your lows. And in the Victory Trades live session, we're taking short trades. You can short the break of the lows and your stop loss can be at the midpoint of the range or just above the top. Boom. Big money for a lot of people in Victory Trades.
So just so you know, Victory Trades is our group where we trade every morning. We're in there trading futures, but we're also, Greg goes over his swing trades and gives other moves too. So we're in there live.
Yeah, there's a lot of aspects to victory trades, and the morning lives are the most fun because you get to hang out with us. We have a good time. Like Brandon, we probably hung out quite a bit now over the past few years.
Come on, man. You know what it is.
It's a good time. So why was I leaning a little bit more bearish or thinking that the market was going to drop? I kind of noted this. Brandon, you called out bearish divergence on the NASDAQ, the MACD bearish divergence. I was looking at the advanced decline. So this is what's called $ADD. It's New York Stock Exchange advancing issues. So when a stock makes a new high, that's advancing. And it subtracts that from the declining issues. When a stock makes a new low, that's a declining issue. This can tell us the breadth or how many stocks are actually participating in the rally versus how many stocks are dumping. And what happened was a lot of stocks gapped up, and then a lot of stocks were starting to sell off. They were just getting crushed. And eventually what's going to happen is that's going to drag down the overall sentiment and the overall S&P 500. We can even take a look at IWM. This is the Russell 2000.
And this is where most of the stocks are.
Most of the stocks. And I've been saying that I've been bearish IWM, bearish the Russell 2000, bearish RUT. You can trade RTY futures. And I was accumulating short positions up here. And I was just sitting on my hands. I was like, damn, this shit's going nowhere. And then finally it dumped. And I was able to take profits, not exactly at the low, but close to the low. And I do think that it could be setting up a reload short because we're at the upper edge of the expected move on SPY. Could we break above and hold? Yeah, we totally could. But odds favor that tomorrow has maybe like a neutral / bearish day. I'll have to update that analysis, but that's what I'm looking at. So we talked about that last time. Last time, guess what? We also talked about gold.
Yeah, we talked about gold. I've been talking about gold. You know, I've been on it all year.
Oh, hell yeah. Me as well.
Yeah.
I've got leap call options, leap call spreads. I'm always
on GDX. What do you
GLD? Yep.
GLD, yeah.
GLD, and I'm actually looking to add to that, maybe even tomorrow. I want to see how the price action is. But even after hours, you can take a look at GC futures, big pop. So that looks at GC futures, at least on this contract, the December 25th contract, new all-time highs. And so gold is a slight hedge against inflation. Gold is denominated in dollars, which is why it's inversely correlated to the DXY. And so it's a great asset class to just diversify your holdings. So this is a chart of the dollar, big ass downtrend all year. Got a tiny little bounce and now just flopping and rolling right on over. So as long as the dollar remains weak, that's going to put upwards pressure on gold and silver.
You know, I've been buying gold futures.
Yeah.
Futures contracts, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, GC, and there's a lot of volatility even on gold futures right now. Like, look at this. Like, that's a 1.5% drop. That's like a 0.5% bounce. That's big moves for gold. The gold market is massive. Like, it's kind of like the world reserve currency. Silver also doing pretty well. Silver's just chilling. And one of the alerted trades that I sent out to Victory Trades members, and I noted it on Tuesday, and I noted it on Sunday.
Come on, man. Talk your shit.
MP, look at this. Stock is breaking out really, really well related to precious metals and materials. Once you start to have this flat top and you have higher lows, that's putting the pressure on that flat top, and it breaks out, little bit of a retest, and now exploding after hours. So Victory Trades members are going to get 100% profit on that tomorrow, which is pretty cool. And guess what? If it comes back to 64 on MP stock, I'm probably going to buy the dip again.
Come on.
Okay. Another one that we've been talking about is Axon. Brandon.
Yo, I've been talking about Axon since like tell them when I called out Axon.
I mean, the first time or what?
Yeah, the first time I said, yo, start buying Axon.
I'm pretty sure it was at least mid to early 2024. And that's when that 280 stock is now at 885 for a 210% gain.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
that's not fucking bad, man.
That is not bad at all.
Yeah.
And I'm long on this stock, and I'm still long. I'm wondering if it's going to break these highs. You know
what I'm saying? Like, I got half of mine to add to the position.
Yeah, I mean, so like there's an aggressive breakout setup over all-time highs. Remember that when stocks make new all-time highs, there's no resistance ahead. Every single short seller that bet against the stock, they're underwater. Everybody that has bought prior to all-time highs, they're happy. They're up on their position. And all-time highs tend to continue to make all-time highs. That's why we focus on uptrending stocks. Stocks that are appreciating in value. So that's an aggressive trade. Otherwise, if by some crazy market drop, Axon gets to 743, that could be an okay support level. Okay. Lastly, I'm looking at oil and thinking it's probably going to be a short. It's looking like it might start to drop crude oil prices. Trump wants low oil prices. And remember that the oil market is heavily influenced by supply and demand. If there's a lot of crude oil barrels available, hey, the price is going to go down because there's a lot of oil. If there's less oil in supply, the demand remains the same and price goes up. Right now, oil is looking bearish. It's starting to break support. This is one of those trades where I might just pick up some like put options with a longer term expiration. Or if you want to keep it simple, SCO goes up when oil goes down at 3 times the rate. So this one is more of a shorter term trade. And the reason I bring up gold, oil, dollar, SPY is because they're moderately uncorrelated with each other. You know, if I'm gonna look at Apple and trade Apple, it's basically going to be the exact same thing as trading QQQ. But what's nice about having trades on, you know, oil, gold, and all that other stuff, you kind of diversify your trading portfolio and your investment portfolio. Okay. And if you're looking for just like stable returns, like a high yield savings account, I get asked all the time. I don't think there's any need to open a high yield savings account. You can just park your money in government bonds. It's SGOV. And what's cool about this is it pays you monthly interest, and it pays about 4 to 4.2% per year. Not bad. You know, it pays it every month. So right here, it drops by 0.33%. And then it recovers back up to the highs. You get paid that 0.33% every month.
Come on.
Cash hits your trading account. You can withdraw it to your bank. And so that's just a way to stabilize a portfolio if you have a large portfolio. And then you can trade and be a little bit more aggressive with a smaller part of your portfolio. It's a really helpful tool to kind of like, you know, manage your risk. And a few more things. So a stock that has a lot of value, but it's in a strong downtrend, it's NVO. And this is an ADR. It's a healthcare stock. And the fair value of this stock is about $65 a share. And so the stock has, you know, 30% upside potential over the next coming years, but it also pays a dividend. I don't know if the stock is bottom just yet. It could continue to downtrend, but it's a similar situation with UNH. UNH, the fair value of this stock is $580 per share. Okay, so that means that there could be a potential 100% gain in this stock. Now it's still in a downtrend, so I expect that downtrend could continue for a few weeks or months. But UNH pays like a 3.4% dividend. If you've got a larger account and you got some balls, you could sell a cash secured put. You know, go out to like September 26th.
Okay.
Sell the 235 put. You're going to get $800. You're going to have to put up $23,000.
That's it.
That's it. $23,000. You'll get $800 guaranteed if you commit to buy 100 shares of UNH at 235, and you're going to get that dividend, and you're going to get a price discount as to what it is right now. So that's a potential trade idea if you're a baller, you know, you got a larger trading account. And those are the main things I wanted to cover. What stocks you got, Brandon?
Man, I want to. Okay, so remember, Microsoft had that huge reaction to earnings, but now it's pulling back in. It's testing the former breakout area. What are you thinking?
That's a really, I like your observation. So yeah, Microsoft, steady
that gap. It feels, I'm just saying.
Yeah, big gap up after earnings, gap and crap, sells off, gets a weak little bounce. This is like an H formation. It looks like I bet if tomorrow it came down to like 513, that could be a day trade. But for a swing trade, I would like to get a better location near 480. I'm not saying it's gonna get there. I'm just saying if I'm gonna hold it for a couple weeks to a couple months, I need a little bit more of a discount. And it's not out of the question if Microsoft drops 6 or 7%. I'd love to buy it there. But short term for like a day trade, 513 should be an okay support tomorrow.
Okay. This is a stock that we've been talking about a lot, and we made some money off it. But Hims, they make boner pills, hair pills, all types of shit.
Hims is wild. It's a really good day trading stock, and if you can catch just some of these volume breakouts, so the secret to Hims is the volume. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that volume right there. It's sticking out. Sticking out.
But like, can you throw the MACD up, man? Tell me if you see what I see.
Okay, put up a MACD. I'll put up the MACD. So when I'm looking at the MACD, this is the difference between the 12 and 26 day EMA. You do have a sell signal. It is beneath the 0 line. That is more neutral / bearish short term. What you also have is, did it make a higher high? Price made a higher high. And look, MACD,
that's what worries me. That's what worries me about buying into this dip.
Oh yeah, no, I personally would not. I would just let it do its thing. Hims is a really good day trading stock. Like, it just moves really well. Like, it gives you some good dumps. Like, look at that dump. That's clean.
Yeah. All right, what are you thinking about Bitcoin?
Yeah, Bitcoin
right now.
So Bitcoin reclaimed the consolidation. So there's still just a lot of gunk, like gunk, breaks down, now back inside the gunk range. I would aggressively go long Bitcoin if it starts breaking over 120K and then of course over all-time highs. Right here, if you buy it for like a trade, you're just contending with a lot of resistance. It does not mean that Bitcoin can't go up. It just means it's one of those things where you kind of just invest into it at this point.
Yeah, I'm just dollar cost averaging
like
into it. I just buy some every week.
In terms of trading setups, this one was a good trade where I was buying IBIT calls, that breakout to all-time highs. But other than that, I haven't.
IBIT's the ETF, if y'all don't know.
Yeah, IBIT's the ETF, and IBIT has a slightly different chart. You generally want to base out the future. Look at that perfect break and retest breakout.
Yeah, I'm saying it looks perfect on IBIT.
Oh yeah, that's straight out of a textbook.
Yeah,
straight out of a textbook.
Yeah. I loaded up a little bit extra on that of IBIT on that because I don't buy Bitcoin. I buy IBIT because I will not only do I dollar cost average into it, I wheel it.
Yeah.
So I sell cash secure puts I sell cover calls against my position.
Yeah, and the premiums are kind of coming down. They're forecasting less volatility on IBIT, and it might even be worth like a stab at just like going out to December 2027, buy the 67 call, sell like the 100 call. It's going to cost me, I'll say even buy the 70 call. Here's a trade that costs $780, $780. That's the most I can lose, but $780 can turn into $3,000.
Oh, with the spread, huh?
It's a spread. So you can do.
Oh, that's the trade idea. Y'all mark it down.
Boom, yeah. If you like Bitcoin and you want to be a little bit more capital efficient, if Bitcoin's going to be what everybody says it's going to be, it should make that move by the end of 2027, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's actually a smart play.
Yeah, and you can do one of them. You can do 10 of these, so you'd risk
30.
You'd risk $7,800, and that would turn into 30 grand. You could do 100 of those. You can risk 78,000 to make 300,000. It would turn into 300,000. Your profit would be the difference between the cost. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's a good looking spread.
Yeah.
Was that a leap spread?
Leap spread. Reduces your cost by a lot. And in the short term, if you guys are like looking for like ways to get active cash, I've been crushing these SPX iron condors.
Bro.
Yeah. Like it's been a while since I've had a losing iron condor, and I'm really liking these. Basically, an iron condor is you just set the range that you think the market can close between, and it's a higher probability trade. Like today, I only made $180, but I was risking 320. Why would I risk $320 to make 180? Because I have a much higher probability of profit. I have a much higher probability of hitting that 180. Because
you've been doing same day I earn condos.
Yep. I did a same day and I did a next day. So tomorrow, if the
I'm in that one. You sent it to me. I'm in it.
Oh yeah. Tomorrow, if the SPX closes underneath 63.50, but above 62.80, I'll make plus $280 if it closes anywhere in that white box. I'll lose $220 if the SPX dumps hard or if it rallies hard. So if tomorrow's a really big green day or a really big red day, I'll be red. If tomorrow's like a shitty choppy day, I'll be nicely green.
Yeah. Oh, if y'all got super chats for Greg, y'all can put them in there. I also okay, so I'm thinking about taking off my TISM short. So those of y'all don't know, I've been doing ever since Elon gave his heart to us. You know, I was like, oh, you know what? I should probably short this stock. Not because I don't like Elon. I like him just fine. Or I don't even think I don't think he meant to do it. I don't think he meant to do it. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. It might have just been the TISM, but like if your CEO is involuntarily doing Nazi salutes, probably a good sign of short, you know. And then you start getting, then he had beef with Trump, and the short played out really well from when he gave his heart to us. Yeah. But now I'm at the point where I think it might be time to just take profits on that shit.
It's anybody's ball on Tesla. We got equilibrium, high, low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, equal low. Is it going to break out up? Tesla's bearish underneath 300. If it breaks underneath there, I'm going heavy on put options.
Yeah,
but for now, it hasn't triggered. Like the bulls are.
So I kind of just want to get out. Take profit. You can't go broke taking profits.
You know, ask me about the Tesla chart tomorrow morning. I'll break it down with you. Live.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I should get out it. But I mean, because it could be I made my money, man. You know.
Yeah. No. and it's one of those things where when you're up on a trade, it's so nice because you're like, do I lock in half profits? Do I fully exit? You can do like goofy ass hedges if you want. There's a lot that you can do when you're up on. You know, trade.
Listen, if one of them self-driving cars kill somebody tomorrow, and we can load up, and I'll keep it.
No, seriously. That could be a good news catalyst.
Hey, listen.
The spark to the fire.
All right, well, one last one. You know, one of our favorite stocks, Google. Yeah, is that like a high base team?
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up. And just a quick last note on Tesla: the volume. Watch the volume. If it breaks over like 135 million shares traded in a day, that's going to be the key to the next move. So the volume breakout. But yeah, Google looks bullish as hell. Like. I'd love to buy it at 180, but it might not get to 180. It's high basing. It looks bullish over 197. If Google breaks above 197 and can hold it as support, if it can close hourly above that, daily above that, weekly above that resistance point, it's likely going to test the earnings gap that it had at 207. And my long-term price target on Google is 230. So I think it gets there in a few years. I'm bullish as hell.
One more, Palantir.
Oh, yeah, Palantir. Palantir is a really, really fascinating stock.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I was more long on this. I've only got a couple of shares in my long term. And, you know, it just keeps breaking out. So earnings, you know, crushed it on earnings, doubled the estimates, and explodes higher. It's one of those things where it's way too high to buy. Could it go higher? For sure. It definitely could. But that just builds bad habits. If it were to come back to 161, there's likely a good short-term dip trade. But in terms of like getting like a really good location, I'd like it at 125. I'm not saying it's going to get there. I'm just saying that's what it would take for me to like take a bigger investment in it. 125. Other than that, though, you know, from a traditional price to earnings ratio perspective, Palantir is overvalued, but it's a momentum stock. It's a really good day trading stock. It's in a strong uptrend,
strong uptrend.
Strong uptrend. There's nothing else to say about it. RSI is overbought. You kind of have a bit of a doji candle up here, which means there's indecision at highs. Buyers tried to close it near the highs, couldn't. Sellers tried to sell it off, couldn't keep it down. Closing kind of like right in the middle of that range. Watch today's high and today's low for the short-term direction on Palantir. Okay.
All right. Listen, listen, guys. If you want to get Greg's trade alerts straight to your phone every day, and if you want to trade with us live every morning, we trade futures live every morning. Go ahead and join Victory Trades. There's a link in the description, and it's dope, man. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun every morning. We make some money. I didn't take a trade today. You made money today, though, right?
Oh yeah, it was a really good day trading day. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Oil shorts, gold long, and NASDAQ shorts.
Yeah, I didn't take a trade on NQ because it was so choppy. So I was like,
And the choppiest. And you were noting that, hey, ES is dumping.
Yeah, that's when I should have.
It's tricky.
That's when I should have went.
One instrument. It's working for you.
Hey, that's what it is. All right, so join Victory Trades.
Check it out.
And start fucking with us. All right. I'll let you. Thanks.
We just had a lot of new members join, so it's a great time to join, and you can ask questions because all of your questions will get answered in the Discord. And one last thing, we do not DM you or message you first. Imposter Young Candlesticks and King Ketos
in the free Discord.
Crucify their ass. Okay? See you guys.
All right, peace. Cool, man. I think we got a super chat.
We do. We have Leo with $10 for dot repellent.
Hey, thanks, Leo. Appreciate that. All right, let's get back to our bracket. If you're just joining us, we had a bracket for these side hustles, right? And we left off. It was coding versus high ticket sales. Now, here's the thing. The upside for coding is way higher, like way higher. But the barrier of entry is higher as well. Like, you could vibe code shit. Like, again, I vibe coded this bracket thing that we're going to be using all the time. But I don't know how much money you're going to make vibe coding, right? But the barrier entry for high ticket sales is way lower, and you can make a lot of money. I'm going to go high ticket sales just because the barrier of entry is lower. What did the vote say? Oh, all right. Let's see what the people say real quick. Let's see what the people got to say about this one. Oh man, it's 50-50 now. Now, you guys don't decide who wins the bracket, but I like to see what you think. Whether I take your advice or not is irrelevant. A high ticket sales has won, you know what I'm saying, as expected. I'm going to put high ticket sales as a, and I think it's less susceptible to AI, you know. Again, like most things, AI is better than a bad coder, but it's not better than a good coder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see how much money Zuckerberg was giving to these coders, right? To these developers. But we're going high ticket sales for this. All right. Final four. We got online training versus creating a digital product. Online training versus creating a digital product. Here's the thing. The average digital product sells for about $50, right? And you may be thinking, man, I can just have people on subscription. I can create a school group or something like that and just have people on subscription. The problem with that is the average retention for something like that is about 3 months. So now you're really just talking about making $90 off the person. I mean, you're $150, right? That's what the average is, 3 months. So, but online coaching has a higher retention rate, and you don't need as much people. You can charge more because you're doing you're doing something custom for the person instead of just giving them a course to be like, hey, motherfucker, watch these videos, good luck. Instead, you're actually working with the person, building a program designed for them and their needs, and then help keeping them accountable. There's no accountability with a digital course. It's like we've all bought courses and haven't went through them, including me. You know what I'm saying? We all have. But if you hire a coach, it's going to be different. And you don't have to make as many sales to make money. For example, so I have different pricing structures that I teach for online training. And one of them is $80 a week, right? If you can charge them $80 a week for online training. And that's not a lot of money because you got to think the average in-person trainer charges, on average, it's about $100 per session nationwide, $100 per session. You got to see that person twice a week, 3 times a week. So now you're talking about $150 per week. But that in-person trainer is not even going to make sure you following the diet every day. The in-person trainer is not going to track your an in-person trainer is not going to make sure you track your macros every day, right? He's just not going to do it. I've been an in-person trainer. Right? I worked in some of the best gyms, and I've never seen an in-person trainer do that. But online training, that's the whole game, right? Because as an online trainer, we understand you can't out-train a bad diet, but you can out-diet bad training. So making sure their diet on point is the most important thing. So $80 a week. If you have 25 clients, if you keep an average of 25 clients, right? Some will come, some will go, but if you keep an average of 25 clients for a year, right? For 52 weeks, 1 year, then you'll make $104,000 that year, with just 25 clients. You know how many goddamn digital courses you have to make? You have to sell to make $120,000, right? So if you don't know how to do, now this can still work if you know how to do Facebook ads or you have a big following. If you know how to do ads and you got a big following, you can make those numbers work. But the barrier entry is just way lower with online training, and the ceiling is super high too. I know, the ceiling is super high too. I'm going online training. I do understand there is a bias. DoorDash versus high ticket sales. I don't think this is just an easy high ticket sales. Easily passes that one. And now the battle royale. We have online training versus high ticket closing. All right. I think we need a vote. I think we need a vote. I think we need a vote. I want to see what y'all say. I think I know what the winner is. See what they saying. What the people gotta say. Who's going to be the winner? All right, online training wins by 80%. Oh, high ticket sales ends by 80%. Woo! No, here's the thing. This is what we got to take into account. With high ticket sales, there's a lot of money to be made, and you can have your freedom. But I know more millionaires, like people who became millionaires from online coaching, than high ticket sales. And with high ticket sales, you only get paid commission, right? So every time you make it, you make some money, you have to keep making sales to keep making money. But with online training, when you get a new client, if you can retain them for a good amount of time, right? Every time you get a sale, every time you sell somebody, you get a raise, right? You increase your monthly income, right? You're stable monthly. You can get to a point where you have enough online clients where you don't even have to make new sales, right? You can just focus on your clients. And a lot of my students do that. They get to a point where they're making $100K a year, and they be like, I think I'm good here. And they only have to spend like 4 hours a day to handle all their clients, if that 2 to 4 hours a day, once they're at that point, and they can just chill, man. I got some students who are like digital nomads, they live wherever else, right? However, online training, high ticket sales, you got to, every month, you don't know how much money you're going to make, right? You got to get the sales. And it's dependent on the company you're working for, right? Everything's not necessarily, the ball's not necessarily in your court 100%, because you're not doing the marketing. So you got to hope that they have good marketing. You got to hope that company has good marketing. You got to hope they have a good service, right? So you get refunds, because if they get a refund, you get your commission taken away, or it might come out of your next month commission, right? So there's a lot of it's not in your court, right? But online training, it's all it's your own business. You're in charge. You can do everything. Now that might be a con to some people, right? But at the end of the day, I know more people who are millionaires from online training than I do from high ticket sales. It was a tiny chat. I know. And now there's a bias in that, because I help people grow online. I'm around more online trainers. Like, I got 15,000 people who I've taught to be online trainers, right? And a lot of other people who teach this, a lot of them learned from me, because I was one of the first people to do this shit. Like back in 2009, 2010, we had to invent it back then. So I just know I know more. So I'm picking online training as the winner for those reasons. But high ticket closing, there's a close second. All right. If you want to learn more about online training, I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training, and it'll show you exactly how to build this business. And you might go through the ebook and be like, yo, this is not even for me. I want to do something else on this list. I think I'm going to do the DoorDash thing, or something, or you might be like, man, this is perfect for me. All right. You can download it for free. The link's in the description. Let's get it. All right. Now, what we got? We got 20 minutes. I got this. No super chats today. Only Leo, man. All right. It's all good. All right. So now what I want to do. Where is it? I want to. Oh no. Hold on. Play the intro. I lost my spot. Sorry about that, guys. My fucking shit got fucked up. We back up in this bitch. Let's go. All right. Speaking of online training, I want to give y'all a masterclass on how to become an online trainer. Especially seemed like 50% of y'all thought that was the best side hustle. So how about you just learn how to do it right now? I'm about to show you how to grow your online fitness business from 0 to 100K a month or more. And I'm well versed to show you how to do this because I have helped over 15,000 people grow successful online fitness businesses. All right. And I was one of the first people to do online training back in 09. Yeah, I did. Yeah, in 09. In 09, 2010, and all of us, we had to invent it. We were the pioneers. And I went on to build a multi-7-figure online fitness business. Now I teach you how to do it. I'm going to teach you in this video. I'm going to break the whole thing down. All right. So I'm going to assume that you guys are starting from the beginning in this video. Right. And even if you're not starting from the beginning, if you've already got it going, you're going to learn a lot from this video. I'm going to break this down. And it's not just stuff that worked for me. It worked for thousands of students of mine. All right. All right. So the very first thing you need. Oh, let me put this up. Hold on one second. This is why people don't do their shit live. It's a lot of pressure. I just make it look easy. Well, it doesn't look easy today. Most of the time, I make it look easy. Today, I make this shit look hard as fuck. Pause. All right. The first thing you need to do to grow your online fitness business is you have to find a way to stand out. All right. You have to, because there are thousands and thousands, maybe millions of trainers on the internet. Think about it. Every asshole with trainer in their bio, it's probably millions of them. Right. How do you stand out? It seems saturated, overcrowded. This is how you stand out. You have to pick a niche. Right. And when I think about picking a niche, first thing you need, niche, boom. First thing you need to think is, who do you want to market to? All right. So you need to pick one kind of person, right? One kind of person with, then you got to think, what problem do you have? You got to think, what problem do you want to solve for that person? Right. Then you want to think about, how are you going to solve that problem for them? Right. It needs to be super specific. I want to show you some examples. Hold up. This is one of my students, Kelly Nicole Fit, right? She made $1.4 million last year as online training. And Kelly only helps women, right? She helps women get toned. She helps women like get toned, right? She uses their language, right? But basically, we know that means they want to kind of recomp. As trainers, we know they want to recomp, but she uses their language. That's very important. You don't use trainer jargon. That's what she focuses. She only helps women. She won't train guys, right? She focuses just on them, right? Another example, and it's young women too. So she helps young women do like body recomps. And all of her content is about that, right? Now, another example I have of successful students is Corinne. He helps men. Oh, so Corinne made over $200,000 last year as an online trainer. And he helps men lose fat with the vegan diet. You know what I'm saying? He helps men lose fat with the vegan diet. You see how he stands out? There's not a lot of people doing that. Another example. Another example is Corey Armstrong. Corey made over $400,000. Oh, another example for one of my students is Corey Armstrong. Corey made over $400,000 last year as an online trainer, and he helps men get ripped with intermittent fasting. It's right there in his bio, right? And that's what all this content is about. Okay. Now here's the thing. The reason you want to niche down is because then you'll stand out. If you're just a fitness guy or a fitness girl, then you got to compete with all the fitness guys and all the fitness girls. But once you niche down, then when you niche down and you talk to one specific person and help them solve one specific problem, then you'll start to stick. Then you'll start to stand out. Then you'll start to stand out in this crowded market. If you want some help with that, I got a free ebook called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll show you exactly how to do that. Type 10 in the comments and I'll give it to you. Oh, I'm sorry. Hit the link in the bio and I'll give it to you. Hit the link in the bio and you can download it for free. Sorry. Hit the link in the bio and you can hit the link in this. This is why people don't do this shit live. You don't see all the mess ups from Jeff Nippard. All right. Jeff Nippard messes up too. You just don't see it. Who the fuck said this was pre-recorded? Shut the fuck up, George Vass. This is live. You can pre-record these nuts. You know what, man? I'm sorry for turning up on you, bro. You ain't even deserve that, man. I'm over here messing up live, and I took my frustrations off you. I'm sure you're a good person. I'm sure you got a good heart, and you do good things in your home and your community. That was me. I lashed out, and I want to apologize to both of you. Let's keep going. All right. Hit the link in the description. You can download it right now. All right. Branded tank tops. Amazon. some shit on Amazon. All right. Once you have your ideal client, once you figured out your target market and what you want to help them with, then you need to create content that helps them accomplish their goals. And it's a few different, and what this is going to do is it's going to attract them to you, right? And then guess what? When that type of person sees content that helps them specifically, they probably got friends and family that are similar to them with similar goals, and they're going to hit the share button, and that's one of the ways you grow. Right. That's one of the ways you grow your following. All right. And there's a few styles of content that I think are best. There's a lot of different styles of content you can post to grow your following. I'm gonna give you 3 of them right now. First one is just regular diet advice. This is from one of my students, Corey Armstrong, who made over $400,000 last year as an online trainer. And basically, he's talking about the best food for fat loss. Right. He's talking about the worst food for fat loss. I'm sorry. He's just going over it in his video. He types a lot of it in the captions, boom. So general diet advice works really well. Workout advice that helps your target market accomplish their specific goals. Here's one from one of my students, Jen Caesar. Jen made over $100,000 in her first 5 months in the program. All right. And this is real easy, right? She helps moms get in shape. And you can see in her caption, I invented this hot mom summer, right? She's talking directly to her target market, and she has the workout. And this is so easy. It's just her doing a bunch of workouts, and she tells them to read the caption. And people read it because at the end she says, hey, DM me bod. Let's build some strength together. Right? Boom. You can see all these people commenting Bob. All right. Another style of video that you can make is just general fitness tips that may be outside of just pure diet and exercise. For example, This is one from Corinne. This is one from my student Corinne, who made over $200,000 last year, and he's talking about, will soy grow man boobs? Because remember, he helps vegans get in shape, right? So he's talking about the soy cause man boobs, and he's talking about that shit. I think the title of this was Vegan Fitness Myths, right? So it's kind of general stuff, you know. This kind of content works really well. This kind of content works really well because it helps your target market with their specific goals. And this how, and when that person wants help, who they're going to go to? The person who's helping them with their specific goals, or the person who's just doing fitness stuff that may or may not pertain to them, right? Again, if you want help with that, if you want to learn how to put that together, click the link in the description. There's an ebook there. You might want it, you might not. I don't know. All right. Step 3. Once you start posting this content regularly, and you should post every day, right? Post every day. I forgot to say that in start 2. So as start 2, you want to post this content every day. Every day you want to be posting content, because if you want to make money every day, if you want to make money online every day, then you got to be online every day, right? That's how it works. Step 3, engage with everyone. Step 3, engage with everyone who I'm engaged. What is wrong with me today? I'm hungry. You know, I'm cutting. I only had like 1,000 calories today. Y'all got to forgive me. I'm doing the best I can. We got goddamn Jorge saying this shit is pre-recorded. I thought I was a friend of the Latino community. I thought. Anyway. Step 3. You want to DM everyone who engages with your content. Everyone who engages with your content. I'm talking if they leave a comment, if they like your comment, even your new followers. Right? Because you're going to get some new followers once you start posting this kind of content every day. And here's what you do. When you get a new follower, and what works best, instead of just text DM, what works best is a video or a voice message. Video's the best, right? And you want to start a conversation with them to see if you can help them and sell them on your training. And so every time somebody follows you, you can say something like, hey, Deon, you want to say their name? You can say something like, hey, DeAndre, thanks for the follow. I'm curious. Are you working on any fitness goals right now? You know what I'm saying? You ask an open-ended question, then you get a conversation started with them. If somebody comments on one of your videos, you hit them up, say, hey, Lorenzo, appreciate the comment on my last post. Man, what fitness goals are you working on right now? Something like that, you know. If someone likes your post, if someone fucking likes it, DM that motherfucker. Hey, Trayvon, appreciate the like on that post. You have any big fitness goals you chasing at the moment, homie? Something like that. Be personable, be regular. Don't be a robot. Just talk to them like you're talking to one of your friends. Like, that's a position you should always have. A friend who's trying to help. That's how you want to talk to them, right? And then once you get the conversation started with them, what you want to do is move that conversation to a sales call and then close them on online training. A sales call over Zoom, right? Again, if you want to learn more about that, Click the description in the link. And there's a free book there's a free download you can ebook. Again, you should engage with everyone, right? Some people are like, man, I only got 100 likes on my post. That's 100 potential leads. DM them motherfuckers. Like straight up, I'm not even joking. That's 100 potential leads. DM all of them with a video. Fuck else you got to do? Now, if you're an online trainer, you may be wondering, how should you price your product or service, right? Well, here's how you can make money. Here's how you can make a lot of money, even if you don't have a big following, right? There's a few different pricing structures I teach my students, but one of them is charge $80 a week, right? And if you get 25 clients paying you $80 a week, if you keep an average of 25 for 52 weeks, which is a year, you'll make $104,000 a year, right? You don't need a big following. You don't need millions of followers to get 25 clients. You don't even need 100,000 followers to get 25 clients. I've had students with 2,000 followers get past 25 clients and make over $100,000 a year with the systems we teach. If you want to more about that, learn, link to click in the bio. Now click the link in the description. The free ebook will show you all about that and more. All right. Now you also may be thinking, hey, what if I don't have a lot of experience? You also may be thinking, man, how can I be an online trainer if I don't have a whole lot of experience? I love fitness. I love helping people accomplish their goals, but I never did it before, right? Well, here's how you position yourself as an expert. What you want to do is first train some people for free. This could be friends or family members or just followers. Put a post up, say, hey, I'm looking for 5 people to train for free for a month, right? Train those people for a month. Get them in great shape in exchange for a testimonial, right? We teach this to our students. We call it the testimonial harvest, right? And then you use those testimonials to get paying clients. And after that 1 month, if you really help those people in your testimonial harvest make some progress, then you say, hey, guys, if you want to keep this, if you want to keep doing this, keep making progress towards your goals, I'm willing to give you a discount because you believed in me, and you can charge them like half price or something. Give them a deal, right? And then everybody else after that, you pay full price. You know, we call that the testimonial harvest. And this really helps our students who never really did this before. It gives them instant credibility after just 30 days. The key is to pick the fattest people you can find. Pick the fattest people available because the fatter you are, the faster you can lose fat, right? If somebody's, it's more difficult to take somebody it's more difficult to take somebody from 14% body fat down to single digits it's easier to take somebody obese down to being regular than it is to take somebody who's just skinny fat to, I don't know, skip that. The fatter they are, the faster they lose weight. So you have way better testimonial faster. All right. And that's the quick and dirty game plan to start your online fitness business. Of course, if you want more help than that, if you're really serious about this, I got a free ebook for you called The 10 Commandments of Online Training. It'll show you exactly how to grow your online fitness business, even if you don't have a big following, even if you're not certified, even if you don't have a lot of experience. Comment 10 below and I'll send it to you. Click the link in the description and you can get it right away. All right, guys, I think we got one super chat, and then looks like your boy needs food and a nap.
We have ketosis makes the hose drip.
Uh-huh.
Took your advice and bought a power block dumbbells, desk bike, and pull-up bar for home when I get busy while studying in dental school.
Let's go.
Hashtag ripped Dominican dentist. Appreciate you, G. I
Yeah.
guess this person was Dominican.
Gracias, mi amigo. Mucho ejercicio para hombre. Muy inteligente. Campeón del mundo. All right, yo, guys, this is Victory Talk Podcast. We do this every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I promise you, next week, I'm going to have more energy. I'll just make sure I eat before the pod because I'm like lightheaded. I'm about to fall out of my chair. All right. Oh, you know what? I'm about to do right now after I eat a meal. I'm about to go to Fresh's podcast, Fresh from Fresh and Fit. He got his own podcast now. He's still with Fresh and Fit, but it's called 305 Podcast. And it's gonna be me, Mr. Organic, and some whores. It's like Fresh and Fit light. And we're about to go do that shit in a minute. So tap into that. That's gonna start at 10. I'll let y'all.